So, a little funny quip from last night or story. So, I was at the archery range. We were getting ready to do a pin shoot. And I was talking to this person about how the youth can't read clocks. And some adults can't read clocks, but the youth really can't read clocks, like analog clocks, because they're so used to the digital clocks. And they're like, "Oh, that's silly. We learned that in second grade." I'm like, "Yeah, I know we learned in second grade, but the youth of the day don't know how because all they have is analog, digital clocks." And a few minutes go by, and these two middle school girls come up, and the one has a watch that's a digital watch. And I turned to the person I was talking to, and I was like, "Hey, see that digital watch? She can't do an analog clock. She can't do it." And they're like, I'm like, you two can't read a clock because you have a digital watch. And the girls go, "Oh, we can read an analog clock." So I put out my wrist, my watch, that's an analog clock, and the boot is just the hash marks. So there's no numbers. It's just top one, two, three, and all that, right? Uh, and I put out my hand from to read the clock, and they couldn't. They were staring at my watch way longer than they should. They didn't know. They were asking which hand was which. And they're like, "Well, no, there's this hand. What's this hand?" Well, there was the hour, the minute, and the seconds hand. And they couldn't do it. Honest to goodness, they could not read the time on my watch, which my battery busted in it, so the clock wasn't even moving. It was stationary. And they couldn't do it. They couldn't do it. And they're and the boot was their moms were in the bleachers watching me quiz their daughters on reading the time on my watch, and they couldn't do it. And their mom and I turned to everybody in the bleachers like, "Everybody seeing this?" And they were all laughing like, "Yeah, we're seeing it. We're seeing it." And it was just like, "This is bad, bad." And all of a sudden, this boy comes up, middle school boy comes up, and he's like, "Oh, let me read the watch." And I show him the watch. And he's like, "Which hand's which?" I can't do it. Can't do it. And I'm like, "The youth of America." And this 18-year-old comes over and is like, "I'm the youth of America. What's my watch say?" Show her watch. She's like, 5:10. It was actually 4:10. So she got one of the numbers right. So credit to her. But yeah, youth can't read watches. You really want to screw with some kids? Show them an analog watch and just ask them what time it is. If you really want to screw with them, don't even have numbers on it. Just have one that has the little hash marks on it all the way around. Just the little hash marks. I know most of us can read that, but the youth can't. You really want to screw with them? Give them an analog clock and just watch what happens. It's hilarious. So, yeah, you can't read clocks. Have fun with that.